Summer Reed. I am the Executive Director of Daily Needs Assistance. Most people know us by the name DNA. DNA was started in 2009 by the Vineyard Church of Plain City. In 2011, they made it a nonprofit and invited many other churches to partner with them to serve the vulnerable populations in our community, which are the widow, orphan, immigrant, and poor. I was brought on board in 2012 as their first employee and the first executive director. I'm still here. And we've really grown over the last number of years. At Daily Needs Assistance, we have both resources and programming. We offer resources to reduce the impact of poverty for those living in our community who are struggling, whether low income, whether truly, the true definition of poverty. So we have resources. Plain City Food Pantry is under our umbrella. We're serving many people. In fact, we have doubled the amount of people that we are serving in the last year and a half because the need has really increased. We have a secondhand store for kids. We do a hot breakfast every Saturday morning. And if you would think that breakfast might be the least of the things that we do, but actually, if there was one thing that I would say we couldn't live without, it's breakfast. Because breakfast is where community happens. It's where we check in with families. We have single moms coming in, and we know those kids' names. We're asking about school and sports, and I feel like just the connection that we have with people on Saturday morning, just the relationships that are built with the people that we're serving, help families stabilize in and of itself. So breakfast is that space for community, and it's critically important. Throughout the year, we offer a couple other resource supplies like back to school. We have a huge back to school supply event for our families. We serve about 350 families for that event, where we do full gradeless, new shoes, new backpacks, and lots of love and encouragement for the kids who are coming. We also do the Remembered Child Christmas store. So we're serving families at Christmas time. There's always need, and it's always a great time to connect with people during the holidays, because that seems to be a time when there's a lot of stress and anxiety. In addition to resources, we also do programming. So we have a really fun summer camp. It started as a summer lunch program. It evolved into a summer camp. And the reason why it's special, and this is what I believe that, I believe that God gives His people, creative ideas for the problems that we face in the world. And while the government and many different organizations and agencies throw millions and millions of dollars at the issue of poverty, what we offer is relationship. And I feel like it's so grassroots, and it's the slow way to make change, but I feel like it's the most critical way and the most impactful way to make change is through the avenue of relationship. And so every different resource and or program that we do we're using that to build relationships with people. So summer camp is a chance for us to use kingdom creativity to address some really serious issues, that being the issue of poverty. We believe that if we can connect with kids and we can help them understand that they were made by an amazing God who put incredible talents and gifts inside of them, and we connect them with people from different professions, and we give them kind of a simulation of what it would be to work in different professions, that as they do that, whether that's through our kid-run restaurant called Possibilities, that is the cutest restaurant you will ever see in your entire life. Also, the food is amazing. And the kids are actually making the food, slicing, dicing, chopping real fresh produce. And then they're doing that on Wednesdays, and on Thursdays, they are the servers and the manager, and they're plating the salads, and they're plating and garnishing the desserts. So it's so much fun. But they're also working with a graphic designer. We have them creating products. So they are working with their hands to create things. Then they come up with names for businesses that we're doing and create logos with a graphic designer, because we want them to start thinking about business. They can have a business someday. Giving kids a chance to connect in this way, we believe that that is a God-given solution to the issue of poverty. In addition to summer camp, we also offer, we have a community-based mentoring program. So we have, it's a classic, adult paired with a child that is at risk in some way. And honestly, our mentors save lives. They don't sign up to do that, but that's what they end up doing. Because there are so many kids that are in complete crisis. And we are always looking for more willing adults to spend 2 hours a month mentoring. We also offer a whole family ESL program. So our adults are coming, but they also bring their kids. So we have programming for kids while the adults are getting their English classes. And we love this because everything we do at DNA is built on building relationships. And as a faith-based nonprofit, our goal is to apply kingdom principles and tap into a kingdom economy for resources, and get in the room with people that we would otherwise not have the chance to be in relationship with. So really, all of what we do, programming and resources, is about being in the room with people we would otherwise not be in the room with. We're not rubbing shoulders. We don't shop in the same places. We don't go to school in the same places, or if we do, it's very polarized. You're not building those relationships. So at DNA, we are very, very intentional about building relationships first, and making those human connections. The greatest need that we have is for people in our community to understand that the need is real here, that families are hurting, that there are people who are wasting away, silently isolated in their mobile home, without people to care about them. I think that if we realize the situations, that we would activate, but we don't know what the situations are, so it's easy for us to not get personally involved. And I think that if everybody picked one person, maybe it's that kid who's in your daughter's class, who you see that little girl comes to school and she's dirty, or her hair is matted, maybe start asking questions, maybe start building a relationship with that child. I think if every person could just identify one senior citizen, one single mom, one immigrant that they decided that they were going to build a relationship with, first of all, that is God's call to us. He wants us to love our neighbor. And that is also part of sanctification, because when we walk out our faith in relationship with other people, that is sanctification. When we stay isolated in our own bubble, it doesn't allow for us to have our own ideals and our own beliefs challenged. When we get to know people, and when we say, you know what, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm going to give, an hour or two a month to serve in a particular way, or to build relationships with someone that I would otherwise not have chosen to, or been in the situation where I could. Those are life-changing. Those are life changers. They don't just change the person's life, they also change your life.